What's up guys, it's Encrypted Lies and welcome back to another Tutorial Planet video. I hope you guys are having a super good day. If you didn't check out the last video guys, make sure you check that out. We built a super sweet sugarcane farm. And as always guys, if you're new to the channel, please consider liking, subscribing if you want to see more, turning on those notifications so you can hang out in a live stream guys. But today, we're on farm number 3 and we are building an automated melon or pumpkin farm guys. So like always, we will do a block by block tutorial. I'll show you everything we're going to need and let's get started. So the materials guys is a little bit more than we've been dealing with. You need either pumpkin or melon seeds, 20 depending on which one you choose. You need 2 observers. You need a stack and 17 dirt. You need 1 stair, 1 water bucket, you need 2 chests, 4 hoppers, a hopper minecart, you need 5 glowstone or some kind of light source, you need 40 pistons, I use daylight detectors and I'll show you why. You need a stack and 17 redstone, 22 redstone torches, 22 powered rails, a stack and 4 rails. Then you'll need some glass guys. I just use glass. You can use building blocks and then a building block of choice. And that's all the materials that we're going to need guys. So the farm is 10 by 9. So the 10 side is facing you. So we're going to start by putting a chest and putting 2 hoppers into it. Then guys, we're going to dig out a trench. It's going to be 2 deep. And it's going to be 1 row behind the hoppers. Now you can build this in the ground guys. I chose to build it above ground, so that's why there's blockers there. Now once you have the trench dug out, you are going to fill the whole trench with redstone torches. And then we will cover the torches with your building block of choice. I'm just going to use copper guys because it'll look cool and it's creative, so we have a ton of materials, right? So once you're done that guys, we're going to go to the back side of the farm, which is also 10. This is the 10 side guys. And we're going to do the exact same 1 block from the end. Like I said, I'm building this above ground, so I'm going to need a border of some kind, so that's why I'm marking it out like that. But if you're digging it into the ground, you're not going to need those borders. So same as before, you're going to fill the trench with redstone torches. And then we will cover it with the building block we chose. You will see why we do this in a little bit guys. It's kind of a neat little trick. Next guys, we're going to work on the rails. It's a little bit tricky, so pause the video if you feel like you have to. You're going to put 2 regular rails. You're going to put a redstone torch, a building block, and a powered rail. Then regular rails. Wait a minute. Sorry guys. It's a regular rail beside the hoppers. Like that. And then the redstone one. So a redstone torch, a building block, and the powered rail. That will just power our rail guys. That's a super simple way to do it. Then you're going to do regular rail for the bend. We're going to do a power rail on top of what we put. Then regular rails all the way to the other powered block where we'll put a powered rail. We will turn this completely with a powered rail. Sorry, powered rail. There we go. Regular rails. Powered rail. Do the bend here. And you just continue this pattern guys. Powered rail, do the bend. Pretty simple once you get started. Keep bending, powered rail, regular rails, and we'll cut away guys and we'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. So there you go. So that's what it should look like guys. Pause the video here if you want it for reference. Next, I'm going to build a border around the farm, guys. You will have to do this even if you have dug it into the ground. But, of course, your border will already be 1 block higher than it is. And this is just going to support our walls, because we are going to have to enclose a powered rail. So you'll take your building block of choice, build a nice wall around everything we've just built so far. Remember guys, it's 10 wide by 9 long. And the side that has our chest is the 10 side. That's facing you. That's the front of the farm. So once you have it 1 block high, guys, we're going to continue that 1 more block. You can put slabs where the chests are. It's totally up to you. I kind of leave it open so that we can see it in action. But yeah, it's totally up to you. You can use glass blocks or slabs or anything just to kind of fill in the void a little bit. I'm not sure if pumpkins or melons will pop out of that spot. I guess we'll have to see when it's running. So then you're going to put the roof on, guys. The roof is just 1 block above all the minecart stuff that we put. We're also going to fill in the rest of it with dirt. We want the actual melon farm itself to just be 9 by 9. So that's why you saw that I put 1 row of the actual solid block along the top, just so the farm ends up being 9 by 9. It works out a little easier that way. Put a minecart in here, guys, before we fill it all in, and just take a second to watch the minecart do a complete loop. And that way, you know, no matter what, when we fill this in, we're not going to have to worry about it. As you can see, it's just ripping around under there. What that's going to do is just collect all the drops. It's a nice, simple way to do it. Kind of a collection system, minecart collection system. You're going to find the center, guys. I think I'm off by a block. There we go. You're going to find the center. You're going to place that 1 stair that we needed, and we're going to waterlog it with a water bucket, just like that. That will hydrate the crop. We'll cover that with a light source, guys. Sea lanterns, glowstone. I wouldn't recommend a torch. That's kind of why I said those. We will also put them in the corners, guys, and that will just ensure that the fields get enough light. I think with the glowstone dust it's a little overkill, but it works perfect, and it kind of looks cool. Take your netherite hoe, guys. Build out in each direction towards the corners. Just like this on all 4 sides. Then we're going to make a checkered board pattern. So very simply, just knock out each other one, so that we end up with this neat little checkerboard. And as you can see, because we waterlog that stair block, they're already starting to get hydrated, so we're not going to have to worry about the crops running out of hydration. Finish off this one side, guys. Same thing, just checkerboard every other section. And there you go, guys. So far, your farm should look something like this. Now, here's where we're going to plant seeds. What I do is just alternate. So we'll go pumpkin, melon, and then melon and pumpkin. And that way, every other row is the other crop. And the only reason I do this is because, personally, in a survival world, I do not trade a lot of melon and pumpkins with the villagers. I end up honestly just using paper. Sticks with the Fletchers, nice easy things, so I don't need a lot. But if you do find that you need a lot, I would just build this farm side by side and do 1 strictly pumpkin and 1 strictly melon, but that's totally up to you. So once you have your crops in, guys, we are going to put a roof on this. The roof will be 2 blocks above the light source block. And you only bring the roof out to the edge of the dirt. You do not have to go over the edge, and I'll show you guys why. Fill this in really quick. There we go. We are now going to take pistons, guys. This is the only tricky part. And everywhere there's a dirt block, not the crop block, but the dirt block, we're going to place a piston. So it's a little more expensive of a farm than the other ones we built so far, but still, guys, this works. It's really efficient. It's more efficient in Java than it is in Bedrock. and I'll explain why. But still, if you're playing this in Bedrock, you are going to get enough pumpkin and melons if you set this up maybe in the spawn chunk or in your base where you're constantly got the chunk loaded, then you're going to have no problem. So you just continue, guys, same checkerboard pattern, making sure you're putting a piston over every dirt block and not the crop block, remember. Oop. Make sure they're all pointing down, and it should look something like this, guys. You're going to now take glass, and this is why we built the roof only to the dirt blocks and not to the edge. I like to just surround it in glass. This keeps anything from popping out, and it also lets you see the farm in action, which is something I always love. If not, guys, you could just take your solid building blocks and cover it in, totally up to you. Now we will cover the entire ceiling in redstone dust, just like so. Every single block. Next, guys, you're going to take a building block, and we're going to just put it somewhat in the middle of the farm, just over top of the redstone. Put 2 daylight sensors on top. Make sure one is turned on to nighttime. You can then break those 2 blocks. We're going to get observers, guys, facing downwards. So they're facing into the redstone. You can tell by the little arrows, guys. Make sure they're pointing down. And what that's going to do is activate the farm. So if you flick it, you can see when day and nighttime cycles switch, the farm will be activated. And basically, guys, that's it. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider liking, guys. Comment down below what farm or tutorial you'd like to see me do next. Consider subscribing, turning on those notifications, guys. And until next time, it's Encrypted Lies. Peace.